Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all doing great. Today I want you to tell about the gas laws in very simple manner. So please watch the video till the end, don't skip the video. So very simple. Let's start the gas laws. Before going to start the gas laws, let's know about the characteristics of gases. Gases are highly compressible in nature. They have much lower density compared to the solids and liquids, and gases exert pressure in all directions, and they can diffuse in all directions, and they can intermix readily and completely in all proportions without any mechanical aid, and they take container shape and volume. And gases can be liquefied by cooling and by applying pressure. Out of the three states of matter, the gaseous state is the simplest and shows greatest uniformity in behavior. The behavior of gases can be known by taking certain quantitative relationships between measurable properties. The pressure, volume, temperature, and mass or number of moles are some important measurable properties of gases. And the relationship between these measurable properties are nothing but generalizations, and these generalizations which describe about the behavior of gases are called gas laws. Before going to start gas laws, we need to understand the relationship between the variables. If you want to tell about the relationship between any two variables, and other two must be kept constant. Let's start Boyle's law. It was given by the Robert Boyle, and he studied the changes in volume of a gas by varying pressure at constant temperature of a fixed amount of gas. The Boyle's law is also known as volume pressure relationship. It states that at constant temperature, pressure of a fixed amount of gas varies inversely with the volume of a gas. That is, at constant temperature and amount of gas, the pressure is inversely proportional to its volume, or the volume is inversely proportional to its pressure. Mathematically, Boyle's law can be shown in this way. P is inversely proportional to its volume, or volume is inversely proportional to pressure at constant temperature and number of moles. That is, V is equals to K by P, where K is a constant. On rearrangement, we get PV is equals to K, which is always constant. It means that at constant temperature, the product of pressure and volume of a fixed amount of gas is always constant. Let V1 be the volume of a given mass of gas at pressure P1 and at a given temperature T. When the pressure is changed to P2 at the same temperature, let the volume also changes to V2. According to Boyle's law, we can write P1 V1 is equals to P2 V2. It always constant. Or we can write P1 by P2 is equals to V1 by V2. Hence, the Boyle's law also may be stated as the product of volume and pressure for a given mass of a gas at constant temperature is constant. This means that if the volume of the gas is doubled, the pressure will be reduced to 1/2 of its initial value. And if volume is tripled, the pressure is lowered to 1/3. Similarly, if pressure is made 4 times, the volume is reduced to 1/4 and so on. Coming to the graphical representation of Boyle's law, when the pressure of the gas P is plotted against volume V, by keeping volume along the x-axis and pressure along the y-axis, we get a curve. The curve clearly shows that when volume is increased, pressure decreases. When pressure is increased, volume decreases. If the graph is plotted between P and 1 by V, a straight line passing through the origin is obtained. It means that at constant temperature, product of pressure and volume of a fixed amount of gas is constant. The plots of P versus 1 by V obtained at different temperatures are known as isotherms. Coming to another graph, which is the plots of P versus V at different temperatures are also called as isotherms. If the graph is plotted between the product PV along y-axis and pressure P along x-axis, we get the horizontal line. This indicates that PV remains constant even if we change the pressure. The curve changes with change in temperature and separate curves are shown for each fixed temperature. The curves obtained by plotting PV against pressure at different temperatures are known as isotherms. Let's come to the Charles law. Charles law was given by Jacques Charles. He studied the effect of temperature on the volume of gases at constant pressure. And Charles law states that at constant pressure, the volume of a given mass of a gas increases or decreases by 1 by 273 of its volume at 0 degrees Celsius for each 1 degree rise or fall in temperature. The alternative form of Charles law, which is volume and absolute temperature relationship. At constant temperature, the volume of a fixed mass of a gas is directly proportional to the absolute temperature. Mathematically, volume at T degree Celsius, that is Vt, is equals to initial volume plus increase in volume with rise in temperature. That means Vt is equals to V0 into 1 plus T by 273. And alternate form of Charles law, which is volume of a gas is directly proportional to its absolute temperature at constant pressure and number of moles. On rearrangement, we get V by T is equals to K. Then V1 by T1 is equals to V2 by T2. It is always constant. Let's come to the graphical representation of Charles law. When a graph is plotted at constant pressure between volume along y-axis and temperature along x-axis, a straight line is obtained. When the line is extrapolated to the lower temperature, which represents zero volume, the temperature at which volume becomes zero has been found to be minus 273 degrees Celsius. Minus 273 degrees Celsius is the lowest possible temperature. Below this temperature, the volume will become negative. This is meaningless. This lowest temperature is called absolute zero temperature. At constant pressure, when a graph is plotted between volume along y-axis and temperature along x-axis, straight lines are observed. On extending these straight lines to zero volume, each line intercepts the temperature axis at minus 273.15 degrees Celsius. When the graph is plotted as volume versus temperature, the curves showing the volume temperature relationship plotted at different fixed pressures are called as isobars. Let's come to the Gay-Lussac law. It was given by Joseph Gay-Lussac, and Gay-Lussac law is also known as pressure-temperature relationship. The statement of Gay-Lussac law is, at constant temperature, the pressure of a fixed amount of gas varies with the temperature. P directly proportional to absolute temperature and P by T becomes constant. Then P1 by T1 is equals to P2 by T2 is always constant for a given mass of a gas. Come to the graphical representation of Gay-Lussac law. At constant molar volume, when a graph is plotted between pressure and absolute temperature, straight lines are obtained. These lines are called as isochords. The curves showing the pressure temperature behavior plotted at fixed volumes are called isochords, where V1 is always less than V2 is less than V3 is less than V4. Come to the Avogadro's law. It was given by Amedeo Avogadro and it is also called as volume and number of moles relationship. It states that equal volumes of all gases under the same conditions of temperature and pressure contain equal number of molecules. Mathematically, V is directly proportional to N at constant pressure and temperature. On rearrangement, we get V by N is equals to K, which is constant. That means at constant pressure and temperature, V1 by N1 is equals to V2 by N2, which is always constant. Students, till now, what have you learnt? What we have learnt? The first law, which is Boyle's law. Boyle's law is also called as pressure and volume relationship. Mathematically, pressure is inversely proportional to volume, or volume is inversely proportional to pressure. That means the product of pressure and volume is always a constant. Coming to the Charles law is also called as volume temperature relationship. Volume is directly proportional to absolute temperature at constant pressure and number of moles. On rearrangement, we get V by T is always constant. Coming to the Gale-Sakk law, which is also called as pressure and absolute temperature relationship. Mathematically, pressure is directly proportional to its absolute temperature at constant volume and number of moles. And P by T is always constant. Avogadro's law, mathematically, volume is directly proportional to its number of moles at constant pressure and absolute temperature. And V by N is always constant. We get isotherms at Boyle's law. Isotherms are nothing but the curves obtained by plotting P against V at different fixed temperatures are called isotherms. And isobars, the curves showing the volume temperature behavior plotted at different fixed pressures are called isobars. And the curves showing the pressure temperature behavior plotted at fixed volumes are called isochores. If you like the video, comment, like, share and subscribe my ChemMax channel. Students, I hope you have understood the gas laws now very well. If you have any doubt, put in the comment section. And thank you one and all.